Thank you so much, guys. Hello, my name is Raheen Fatima. I'm 14 and I am a stand-up comedian, writer, entrepreneur, teacher, interviewer, a theater actress, as well as a peace and a children's rights activist. And the goal of my life is to empower everyone around me, regardless of their race, their religion, their caste, or their creed. Since I was a little girl, anytime anybody would meet me for the first time, their first question to me would always be, Beta, bade hoke kya banna hai? What do you want to be when you grow up? Now, my answer to that question changed with time. As I grew, I had different aspirations. But in my mind, I was always clear that I'm going to be whatever I'm going to be at 24, 26, like after university or college. But life, it doesn't come with guarantees. Life had other plans for me. On the 29th of April, 2018, my younger brother, who was 2.5 at the time, was diagnosed with blood cancer. I knew what cancer was, but it was heartbreaking to know that this news that I was hearing, the person on the other side, the one that got cancer, was my own brother. Well, things changed. I was at my grandparents' home, and my parents were at the hospital. I didn't get to see them enough, or as much as I'd like. And with days, Ibrahim, my younger brother's situation was getting worse. And before we knew it, he was in the intensive care unit, the ICU. Now, with a lot of convincing, my daddy finally took me to the hospital. And when I went there, it was a very emotional moment for me. My hands were shaking. And as soon as I walked in and I saw my brother, tears were rolling down my cheeks. It was understandable because I saw a 3-year-old laying down in an ICU, fighting cancer with drip stands around. I was 10 at the time. And I just said to myself, there's not much of an age difference. I could be on that bed. Anybody could be, that's the point. Life doesn't come with guarantees. You are never too young to die. It sounds very creepy. It's very creepy to think of and to say that as a 10-year-old. But it ignited something in me. And from then on, I made it my core value, made it my purpose to find my true calling and to fulfill that or to work towards it in the life I have right now, in present. Because again, life doesn't come with guarantees. I believe in order to find your true calling and your purpose, you need to explore and expose. Explore is pretty self-explanatory here. But when I talk about exposing, I mean exposing yourself to different cultures and different professions. Exposing yourself to different real-life situations. Situations that encourage you, or at times even require you, to use certain life skills, like decision-making, problem-solving, critical thinking, and empathy. So, I went crazy with my exploration. I started exploring. You name it, I did it. Robotics, marketing, crochet, henna art, painting, sketching, stand-up comedy, theater. I did a lot of things. But then one of them hit. Stand-up comedy. It was amazing. I was always a class clown, and I was always making jokes about myself and laughing on myself. So it seemed like the perfect thing to do. And I proceeded with that. My parents, they helped me write. So my mom, dad, and I would sit down, share stories, combine them all into the perfect, most relatable story as a comedy set. And my dad would help me structure it. He would help me with the punchlines. My mom with all the auntie hot goss. And I started performing around Islamabad at open mics. In that journey, I started meeting a lot of people, different people. And I also started going to networking events because I realized, I love talking to people. And in that time of going to networking events, I've met a lot of people. To be honest, I met a lot of crazy people like me. One of that crazy people was a person named Raheen. And he suggested me to start networking with different people from around the world and to start interviewing them. I had nothing better to do. I had a lot of time on my hands, so I did that. I did exactly what he asked me to do. I started connecting with people around the world and started interviewing them. One of the most commonly asked questions is, okay, interviewing, but why? Anything but interviewing. See, I meet a lot of people, and I want to know them all on a certain level so that I can co-create and collaborate with them. So I can do amazing things with them. And if I can't myself, then I can connect them with other people that can. And the second one is, I want to increase the religious, racial, and national tolerance of people amongst my audience. I believe everyone has a story. Everyone has a story that deserves to be heard. And everyone has ideas. Ideas worth spreading. So I started talking to these people about different topics such as peace, children's rights, sustainability, education, empowerment, and very, very importantly, networking and its importance. Now, I can proudly say that I have interviewed and done sessions with more than 500 people from around the world, more than 500 people that are from different professional, racial, religious, and national backgrounds, and all in all are different ages, from a 6-year-old to an 80-year-old, from a rediwala to a senator, from an AI robot to an astronaut. That one's pretty cool, let's just say that. Now that I think, many people do actually believe that these interviews and sessions are a small contribution towards my goal of empowerment and other reasons why I interview. But let's think of it as contributing to a school of fish. One fish alone looks weird and cringy, but with many others around it doing the same, doesn't it look mesmerizing? So look at this effort, not on a bird scale. Look on your effort, look at the bigger picture. Look at your effort at a flock scale. Now, I think the question still stands, but why? Why am I doing all of this? I've gotten many opportunities because of this. Connecting with people, knowing people that know other people. It's given me tremendous opportunities that I never thought I'd ever get. And I don't really go out for my work. And so I'm just going to list a few for bragging's sake. And to give a little bit of an idea to what opportunities I got. First up, I got a $50,000 worth of a high school scholarship. I got awarded 25 under 25 award for women that was sponsored by the government of Netherlands. I got the opportunity to interview His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama. I thank One Better World Collective for giving me the opportunity to do so. And then being featured in international bestsellers, being invited on international podcasts. And very, very cool is that I get featured on TV. When I was 13, I got featured on Cartoon Network. That was by far my biggest achievement. I got featured on CNN, CTV News Canada, Voice of America, New York Times, and PTV. Now I know what you guys may be thinking. Again, that, okay, I go to school, I work, all good. I'm a nice person in general, which I am. But am I living the life of a 14-year-old? Am I still enjoying my life? Or am I just working and I already act like a 30-year-old? See, I am enjoying my life. I am doing all 14-year-old stuff. I watch a hell of Netflix, TV shows, Bollywood marathons, and it's embarrassing to think of it, but I've watched 5 Feet Apart more than 10 times, and I've cried to it all 10 times. So I do live the life of a 14-year-old with all the drama and all the hot goss. And I'm enjoying my life. Now, I would be lying if I said that I'm here because of myself. Okay, partially agreeing to the fact that I am here because of myself, I am also here because of many of those that are around me. I know what you guys may be thinking again. I'm swearing that this is the last time that I'm saying I know what you're thinking, but I do. That I'm one of the very few gifted types. Okay, I am gifted. As much as I'd like to be like, Jeevas Allah ki deen hai, all of you guys, each and every one of you guys here, are gifted. But that's probably in different ways. My true calling maybe or probably is different than yours. So it's just that you gotta, again, explore and expose yourself. And start at a young age. Don't wait until you're 18 or until you're done with university or college. Because again, life doesn't come with guarantees. So I was saying, I'm not here because of myself. You know, my work, it requires putting in extensive work, long nights. Honestly, blood, sweat, and tears goes into it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, K-pop reference. And you know who's always there with me, investing that time and effort? That's always my parents. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm a bit of a diva. And I have my diva tantrums and my diva moments. Those tantrums, just like one I threw in the morning, can be a pain in the neck. And it's always my parents' neck. Thank you so much. That you guys always supported me, and that you guys were always there by my side. So I really love you guys. It's always been my dream to speak on TED. I started pretending that I was speaking on TED since I was a 2.5-year-old. Because my dad's been such a big fan, anytime I needed inspiration, I'd go to TEDx. And I remember, I've only had the pleasure to attend an actual live TEDx once in my life. And I remember pointing to the stage and I said, one day I'm going to be there. You know what? The next TED Talk I go to, it's going to be mine. Well, I'm here in front of you guys and it's my second TEDx. And, you know, I honestly believed that, you know, these phrases that we hear, these big pep talks and TED Talks that people give, dream big. You can dream it, you can do it. You can dream it, you can achieve it. I thought all of that was nothing. All of that was useless. I honestly thought that. I dreamt it, I did it. I mean, I am one of those people that's going to be like, yeah, I did that. And so can you guys, and I believe in you guys. But most importantly, I want to thank TEDx and Acton Academy for giving me the chance to be here today, fulfilling not only my dream, but also my parents'. Thank you so much. And I want to say something at the end. So I gave all of you guys chocolates in the beginning. I'm sorry for not mentioning this earlier. Please go ahead, eat it. It was because every time now you're going to eat that chocolate, you're going to remember me. So I'm always going to be bubbly for you guys. Thank you so much.